Yo, this product right here, man, has a robot arm that comes out the top that can pick up things off your floors and move them to a container all by itself while also cleaning your home. This is some next level tech, man. Let's discuss the Roborock Saros Z70. Let's go. What up, squad? So today's video I'm hyped for because I have a product here, man, that I want to show you that is next level when it comes to cleaning your home, as well as it has a secret feature that makes the Saros Z70 the first mass-produced robot vacuum as well as mop cleaner in the industry with an AI-powered mechanical arm. So some of the features, man, that we're going to talk about in today's video are some of the mopping as well as vacuuming capabilities like the suction power, the flexi arm riser side brush, the mop, as well as the adapter lift feature, which is just so dope. AI features, the heated water refilling system, the anti-tangle designs, lifting features, and a whole lot more, all right? So now that you guys have pretty much seen everything you're gonna get when you pick up yours, which I'll have a direct link for you guys down in the description section below for you to check it out, let's go ahead and deep dive, man, down into some of the features and why I feel like you guys need to get one for your own home. Now, the first feature I wanna talk with you guys about, to me, I feel is probably one of the main reasons why you would even consider or even be looking to purchase, which again, I'll have that link for y'all down below. And that is the pure suction power, all right? This is where, in my opinion, I feel like it shines the most. It has a 22,000 PA suction power, which is very powerful when it comes to picking up things like debris, dirt, dust, food like you guys are seeing right here. And my favorite, which just seems to always make its way to my floors, y'all, and that is either pet hair or human hair. Yep. I'm the lucky one, and I got both, all right? But the Saros Z70, y'all, picks it up with ease with using the free flow bristle brush as well as the flexi arm riser side brush, which, side note, I want to talk about that for a second. It is longer than most side brushes that I've used here on the channel, giving you guys more cleaning coverage, essentially allowing you guys to be able to clean your home in just less time. So starting with the flexi arm riser side brush, man, when it gets to areas like the corners or up against the baseboards within your home, it's going to extend out and it's going to help pull in things down into the free flow bristle brush roller here underneath. So with this design that they went with, it creates a dual anti-tangle system that's going to prevent things from getting tangled in it like hair and just other things, making the flexi arm riser side brush have a 0% chance of hair getting tangled in it. And let me tell y'all, man, this is a godsend, I hate, man, because you don't manually have to deal with the maintenance of turning this over and detangling hair, and which, trust me, y'all, this is something you don't want to do because it can get annoying, all right? So it is nice to know that I don't have to deal with that here when it comes to the Saros Z70. Overall, man, I feel like it does a really good job at vacuuming floors within my home that you guys can see right here. And if you guys are wondering, yes, it will work on carpet as well, but it will not use the mop pads when it detects carpet. So that way you don't have to worry about like water getting all on your carpet, because nobody here wants that, all right? Now, I don't currently have carpet within my home, so I can't really show you guys that here, but I have seen the feature actually work. So, you know, there you have it. Now, the next thing we got to talk about that I kind of alluded to already, and that is the mopping feature, because I do feel like this is the second part or the second reason why you would even consider buying this product. It's just how good are the core features before we actually get into some of those extra features that's going to make it pretty much a no-brainer for you guys to pick up. So when it comes to the mopping side of things, right? It has these two scrubbing pads that are underneath it that is used for the mopping, and it does, in my opinion, it does a pretty good job. So within the app, you guys can choose to only do vacuuming only, where it's going to leave those two mop pads, it's going to detach them, and it's going to leave it right there within the base, and then it's going to go out, finish the vacuuming before returning back to the base station. Now, if you guys within the app choose vacuum first, then mop, it's going to leave the pads in the base, finish the vacuuming, then it's going to come back to the station, get the mop pads after it's done vacuuming to go out and mop the floors. But let's say you guys are somebody out there, you're like, well, CKid, I want it to be able to vacuum and mop at the same time. Well, guys, it will automatically attach the mop pads to it, go out, do its mopping as well as vacuuming at the same time. But let's say you guys are getting ready to cross over into carpet, it's going to go ahead and lift those mop pads up, so that way you don't have to worry about your carpet again getting wet. Now, another cool feature that it can do, which is something that is similar to the flexi arm side brush, and that is with the mopping pad, it can actually extend itself out as well and get all the way up close to things like the wall that's underneath your cabinets or up against your baseboards for just a more precise and just thorough cleaning, giving it 100% cleaning coverage within your home. And it's also TUV rainless certified, which is a plus. Now, to keep in mind, you will have to activate this feature within the app that you guys are seeing right here for both of those extended features to be able to work. But you can just see here, man, just how well it does when it comes to cleaning up messes like spilled juice or coffee that you guys are seeing right here, and just some of the other things, and just how close with using its sensors it's able to just get up to things like the furniture legs or corners of the baseboard with just giving you guys a more effective cleaning. Now you're probably like, well, CKid, but what happens when it's done? All right, well, it's going to go back and it's going to go to the base station with all of the stuff that is collected, and then it's going to go ahead and do an auto emptying of the dustbin right into the bag that you guys are seeing right here. Then it's going to use the hot water to be able to wash the mops, getting rid of anything that might be on there, making sure everything is clean and sanitized, along with drying the mops as well, so that way you're just going to be ready for the next use. Now, you also have fairly large size clean water as well as dirty water tanks that you guys can see right here, which again is a plus. So that way you don't have to constantly be going to it, emptying it out, and just, again, manual maintenance. We're trying to get rid of that, all right? So the fact that I don't have to worry about that and I can get through multiple cleaning cycles is such a W to me, all right? Now, the next feature I think is a really dope feature, y'all, and that is the adaptive lift chassis, which is an industry's first where it can go over a semi-higher platform that is 3 centimeters tall, or it can actually make it over something that's 4 centimeters tall for double layered threshold. So let's say you out there, right, and you got a doorway that might have a high end cap on it where the floor actually changes and transitions. It will effortlessly lift itself over the threshold to ensure that it won't get stuck during your cleaning session. So how it actually works is once it detects the threshold, then it's going to use a combination of the wheels as well as the chassis. As it gets closer, then it just pushes itself over and it won't get stuck, and you don't have to worry about that, and it just continues on with cleaning like nothing was there. Now, I don't personally in my home have high thresholds whenever I'm going from room to room. Now, the next dope feature, y'all, is an industry first dual transmitter 3D time of flight sensoring, and that is the Starsight Autonomous System 2.0. So basically what this is a solid state LiDAR system that uses more than 21,600 sensor points and over 38,400 hertz sampling frequency, or 21 times more than LDS, to give you guys the best navigation possible, redefining a robot vacuum's performance. Now, to break this down in a layman's term, normal LiDAR sensoring that most people are used to, it basically uses just a single light around your room or your space, where this technology here uses a bunch of different lights around your space. This is going to help give you guys a true 3D spatial awareness, more precise localization, comprehensive mapping, and just a big one for me, and that is the reliable obstacle avoidance device that can recognize over 108 recognizable obstacles in the compact slim design that it has. And while we're actually on this obstacle avoidance, I want to kind of talk about this for a second, because it has what's called vertical beam lateral obstacle avoidance, where when the Saros Z70 moves along the edges and walls, the system can detect the condition of the right side, eliminating the blind spots while cleaning. And this right here just helps making cleaning around furniture and just anything else within your home just seamless when it comes to being able to even recognize unfolded cables that might just be on your hardwood floors. And yes, all of this also works in the dark. Now, the next feature, man, that we got to talk about, which is a dope feature, and that is the Omni Grip mechanical arm design, which is unlike anything that I've seen on any robot vacuum cleaner that I've personally used. This is a robotic arm that can control itself when it detects certain objects, or you can control it manually using the app here. Now, some might say, yo, CKid, what's the purpose of a feature like this? Well, let me go ahead and explain that. So you guys know, whenever you guys are getting ready to clean up your home, sometimes you might have socks here, you might have a lint thing over here, you might have some house slippers tossed over there or whatever, and you pretty much got to do a pre-clean before the cleanup, right? So basically with this feature here with the Saros Z70, using this robotic arm, you can basically just let the robot do all of that pre-cleaning for you. That way you can just sit back and you don't have to worry about any pre-cleaning hassle anymore with objects that are under 300 grams. So some of the things are programmed to be recognized and just be able to pick up things like socks, shoes, use paper balls that you guys can see here. Now, using the robotic arm, it can mark objects to be able to lift it and circle back to lift that object a little later and move it out of the way, so that way it can clean those previously blocked spaces as well, which to me is pretty dope. Now, after it lifts it, you're probably like, well, CKid, well, what happens? Where does it go? What is it going to put it in? All right, great question. Well, it comes with this bin that the Saros Z70 can recognize and place items in there for you. You just pretty much go through the app and you can set exactly where you want that bin to be placed within your home. Or you guys can just manually go into the app, tell it to place it where you would like it to go, and it's going to place the item right there. It uses dual cameras, one that's on the mechanical arm and the other one that is in the front of the vacuum in itself, which enhances overall accuracy when it comes to gripping objects and allows for the camera switching to be able to give you a higher view of your home. If you want to just view the cameras right through there, you can lift the arm and you can see a whole lot more stuff within your house. All right, think of the Omni Grip robotic arm as a well thought out piece of tech with precision sensors, a camera, and an LED light, so that way it can know its positions and surroundings as well as the weight of the object that it is picking up, so that way it can help you not have to lift a finger when it comes to cleaning your home. Now, here's where I feel like some of the features that really makes this special and just kind of stand out from the others. First is the slim design. All right, now the LiDAR sensor is built into the front as well as the back, and what I like about this is it gives it a much more slimmer profile, because some of the other ones will have the LiDAR sensor on top and then it's just not going to fit under any furniture. But with this slimmer profile, it's able to easily go underneath my furniture that you guys can see right here, which is honestly a first out of any of the other ones that I've ever tried here on the channel. I'm not able to get it under mine because usually I have too low of furniture, but this one that was actually able to get under there. It's the thinnest Roborock vacuum cleaner that they've released to date at only 7.98 centimeters or 3.14 inches, which is really slim, man. And I love it because now I can go underneath my couch. And before we actually get into the last thing that I want to talk about, let me go ahead and show you guys the application, kind of walk through that real quick. So this is the app right here. So you can see right here that you guys get the name of the device. You're also going to get your battery life as well as some quick features that you can access right here. But if we go ahead and go inside of it, you can actually see the accurate mapping and precision of just how good the mapping is when it comes to this robot cleaner. All right. Now, another thing that we can do here is we can actually start our vacuum cleaner here. We can dock it. We can also change the different settings. I can adjust the different suction powers if I want, the different water flows that I want, how many times I actually want it to clean. Or if I just wanted to do a mop only, I can just easily switch it over to that. Or if I want to go ahead and do vacuum by itself, I can do that as well. If I wanted to map out my space, I can do that. I can set no-go zones within my map. I can edit my rooms. I can edit the furniture within the room. I can edit my surface, so I can change the direction of the flooring in itself. But it's just a ton of different features that you guys can do here. Again, you can set your floor cleaning settings here, and this is where you guys are going to be able to change the extended arm and kind of activate this within the app. Overall, man, you can do a lot of cool things within this app. I can also set zones within here. I only wanted to clean this area within my home. I can do so as well. Overall, man, really dope app. And the last thing I want to talk about is I feel like it's one of the dopest things about this product, and that is it has its own built-in voice assistant integrated into it, where you can use your voice and have it clean different rooms or just specific areas within your home, all with just using your voice. Check this out real quick. Hello, Rocky.
I'm here.
Clean here.
I am trying to find you. Stay there and wait a moment. I have found you and will start cleaning immediately. You can step aside for a moment.
Crazy, right? But overall, man, the Roborock Saros Z70 is definitely one of the best robotic vacuum and mop cleaners that I've personally used here within my home, and it is for sure going to be staying, all right? Now, if you guys are interested in learning more about it and want to pick up one for yourself, I'll have a direct link for you guys down in the description section below for you guys to check out. Thanks for watching, as well as thanks to Roborock for sponsoring today's video. See y'all in the next one. Squad, we out.